Hello, I'm Michael Glass from our FXcast market team, and this is our market analysis for Thursday, July 7th. In each of our videos, we try to come with high probability trading setups. We'll look at the gold chart for leading sentiment. We'll create a low volatility watch list, an inside bar watch list, and we'll look at the economic calendar to see what could affect our open potential trades. As always, please send your comments and feedback to analysis@fxcast.com. As always, we are going to start off with the gold chart, and where we left off yesterday was this run to the 20 moving average, and the question was, and by running to the 20 moving average, we closed above this key price level, and the question was, would we continue to run up to test the last key price level? And of course, the answer right now is yes, we did. And what's also important about this is we have what? We had our push down on good volume right here. We had our inside bar on lighter volume, and then we had our break of the inside bar up. And both days after the inside bar, we had an increase in volume. And we've been watching this for a couple of days. When will the buyer's volume take over? I imagine it's going to be shortly. It is a little lagging as far as the indicator, but so we should see the green get above the red. But the important story here is push down, inside bar, break of the inside bar with volume. That is a classic inside bar trade right there. So now we have to make an assumption that we will probably eventually run all the way up here to our past resistance, which was 1547 in that price level. We can see on our market profile that we have this vacuum right here. We came up on light volume, and we created another light volume area between 1516 and 1527. Also, for the past day and a half, we pretty much have been overbought. So eventually, we're going to have to find that short. Haven't found it yet, and we're in the middle of a key price level. And we can also see that with our light volume. So, the question will be, if we continue to get volume, we'll probably retest to 1547. Otherwise, certainly we're overbought and we need to find that short. So, strong gold. Let's see what that does to our dollar. We're starting off with the pound dollar, and we continue to move in our downtrend channel. We found resistance at the 20 moving average. We broke through the 200 moving average, and now we went right down to our previous support level. And what's important about that is that's where buyers found value. So once we came over to our hourly here, and we saw that price reached our place of value, which is around 1.59, in that range, 1.56, 1.6, they brought it right back up. So what are we seeing? Well, we're still seeing selling volume increasing and having control here. And we see that we had an increase in volume. We had about 4 or 5 days of light volume. So there's a theme. Our theme yesterday was low volume and at parity. So right now we can say our theme is increase in volume. As we come back over to our hourly, we can see we did push into some buy zones. We did push away from our long-term moving average, but we've come back. We can see clearly the dollar is in control, so the dollar's moving with gold. That's certainly interesting. And we have a divergence. Dollar's moving up, the pound's moving down. A little hookup here the last hour or so. We did get a leading indicator of as we came down into our buy zones, and we did get our extreme level here that gave us a heads up that a buy was coming. So that's great. But again, we can really see right here that divergence of the dollar. So with the dollar being stronger, we could see this push lower. And what's interesting is two things. As we came off of our downtrend line, we pushed back up, couldn't reach the top. We pushed up again, couldn't reach it. So it does make sense that we probably will, as we extend this out, reach our downtrend line here. Switching over to the euro dollar. And here we can see our downtrend line, and we have an uptrend line we're watching. So we're entering into a wedge. Buyers have consistently found value in the right here. So which will match up if we continue to come down certainly around here, which is about the 1.4, 1.4, 1.41 price level. This is where we're getting the wicks. We've got a wick here. We've got buyers finding value here. Punch through it. We punched through it, but buyers found value. Buyers found value. Buyers found value. So that's something we're going to watch as we potentially keep going lower. Why would we keep going lower? Well, once again, the dollar is strong, and we're seeing another divergence here with the euro dollar, as we saw with the pound dollar. So, what are our themes? Again, increase in volume, dollar is strong, so we're seeing the pound dollar and the euro dollar head lower. That puts us far away from our long-term moving average. It puts us into a buy a buy zone. Where there certainly could be an opportunity down the road. And you can see the euro breaking below the long-term moving average here, and the dollar moving above it. So certainly it's something to watch as we watch where buyers in the past have found value at this 1.4155 price level. Finally, we have the dollar franc. Here, we've been watching the long-term downturn move. We've been watching the support at 0.8318, and we seem to be consolidating to the side. Now, why is that? Well, as we come up to our hourly, we can see we're close to a long-term moving average. We're in the neutral zone. But more importantly, we can see we have a marriage here. Who's in control? Well, technically, the Swiss is in control. Green is above red, as we see down here. But they're both above zero, and they're both, heading upward. So because we have a marriage, a harmony of the dollar and the franc, we've had this sideways action. So eventually somebody will take control and we'll get a move. We just have to wait for that to happen. As we move to our low volatility and inside bar watch list, currently we're not watching anything for our low volatility watch list on the 1 hour time frame with our Bollinger Bands. However, for our inside bar watch list, we will be watching the dollar yen. Let's go to the economic calendar. Well, here on Thursday, we have a lot of releases. It's been a while since we've had this many releases. And, some of them being compacted because of the U.S. holiday on Monday. And so certainly we have some inflation data. But the things that jump out at me is, we'll scroll down here a little bit. And we can see we've got the monetary policy for the pound, where they talk about their interest rates. We have the same thing for the European Union, their interest rates. And the ADP from yesterday will be Thursday. So that can move the market one way or the other. So those are three really big things I think can impact the market. Of course, crude oil report, which can move the market as a leading indicator with crude oil. Jobless claims can move the states and their market. And there's some manufacturing and inflation data throughout the day. But the big things are going to be the interest rates for the pound in the European Union, and then the jobs information from the ADP for the states. We would like to thank you for watching our FXcast market analysis. As we continue to improve and make adjustments so that you're getting value from our videos, we want you to take the time to give us feedback, give us comments, send us questions about what you would like to see in our videos, and you can send those comments and feedbacks to analysis@fxcast.com, or you can post to our daily forum. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.